How important is this going into Christmas?
Oh, this is an absolutely tremendous decision, obviously, and an announcement we've been waiting for a very long time. It is a do-or-die proposition for us. The tourism industry in Queensland and elsewhere has done it really tough, and it's such an important part of our economy, such an important employer. And to be under such pressure as we've been this year was just really hard to take. And this announcement now will allow us to get back into business, make something of the summer season, and hopefully start to recover, rebuild, and fill some of the gaps that have been left by the crisis this year.
Daniel, just how tough has it been for tourism operators? Paint a picture for us.
Well, we have an industry here that normally generates $28 billion for this economy right across the state. And we have to remember that tourism dollar that comes into an economy circulates over and over again. It's not just the businesses that deal with the hotel, with the visitors. It's the suppliers, the greengrocers, the laundry service, all the other businesses that support the tourism industry, and they have all suffered, and the 250,000 jobs that depend on those dollars, they have also been at risk. So many operators also, they're small to medium-sized businesses, family operations, couples that have built a lifetime of success sometimes into their business, and to have it all under threat as it was and as it is in this way is devastating, and it has a huge toll, not just financially, but also emotionally and from a mental health point of view. It's been a really, really difficult year.
How much do Queensland tour operators rely on international travellers?
Well, out of the 28 billion that's normally coming in over a year, 7 billion only, I guess, international, about 10 billion interstate and about 10 billion intrastate. So it's not even shares, but it's certainly distributed across all of the markets. Some businesses are more heavily focused on international visitors. For instance, the reef operators in North Queensland have a very, very high reliance on international visitors. They're doing it really tough. They're down to 10, 15, 20% of normal business. But every business is a little different. But we need all three markets to really get going and to really deliver what we can for this economy and for the employment in this state.
When do you expect to be able to get international travellers back to Queensland?
Well, look, that's written in the sky at the moment. We don't know, but certainly there's indications that we will see some travel bubbles emerge, perhaps with New Zealand, perhaps Singapore, Korea, Japan. That's an early hope for the first half of the financial year or the calendar year next year. That's something that we would really welcome and encourage, obviously. And we believe that with the increasing efficacy of not just the tracing, but also the vaccines that are coming on, we may see this happening. So hopefully by the middle of the year, we will see some international travel for some countries, and towards the end of the year, perhaps an expanded opportunity set for people to come here again. It is a lot of people that come to Australia normally. On the flip side, I have to say there are many Australians that will not be going overseas. In fact, hardly anybody will be going overseas anytime soon. Yeah. So the 5 million Australians who normally holiday overseas, they hopefully will be encouraged to take advantage of the fantastic opportunities here in Queensland and elsewhere, and they boost the economy that way.
I don't think you need to convince Australians to have a holiday, whether it's overseas or anywhere. I think they'll be taking up that opportunity. Now, businesses need certainty.
We're ready for you.
Okay. Businesses need certainty. What certainty do you have from Anastasia Palaszczuk about the months and indeed 12 months ahead about whether there is, smaller cluster outbreaks around the country? Are you clear on whether the borders will remain open no matter what?
Well, that's certainly an issue that is very foremost in our minds, and we will seek further clarity from the Chief Health Officer and the government, obviously, who is making decisions ultimately, to be reassured that with all the measures in place now, the tracing, the hygiene standards, the vaccines coming on, and all the restrictions that are still in place here in Queensland and elsewhere, we're in a good place to manage the odd case. I'm not a medical expert, but we certainly believe that the evidence suggests that we can do that. It's been successfully done in a number of places. So we believe that the time is right to build that confidence for Chief Health Officers, not just here, but around the country, to say this is how we manage a case or a transmission without shutting everything down again, because that would just not only be heartbreaking, but it would be economy breaking if we went backwards to a border closure.